now let's talk about the tender processes for both the tender owner and the bidder for the project. So as you're already familiar with the dashboard, this is a typical RAPISURV dashboard for any account. And then you will go into the applications tab and you see the list of applications here, different applications for different areas. But we're dealing with contract management now, so we'll be talking about the tendering process. So under the bid and the award group, we have the tender and the bid financials. So the bid financials we have explained in another demo. That is handles the financial bidding, the submission, and the status management. And the tender model manages the tendering documentation itself. So I'll go into the tender. So I'm going to create a tender. If you want to open an existing tender, you click here, you select the tender, and you can open. But now I want to create a tender for this demo, and this is my project. I'm saying the tender will be open from 26th of August 2024 to 4th of September 2024. Create tender. Now when you come into the tender application, you have three main areas. So these are sub applications within the application. We have the compiler, which is where you compile your tender document, where you have the title page, you have your conditions and preambles, and then you can insert a bill of quantities. So right now the bill of quantity is added by default because there's a finalized bill for this project. And then you can upload any additional document like specifications, drawing, or anything else you want to send to your contractor. And then we have the sharing view where you can send it to your bidders. And then we have the board where the tender board members will do their work. So I'm going to go into the compiler now to compile this project. So what's the official title for this project? Sometimes the project name in the system may not be your official title, but in this case, I'm making it the same. So this is in Akure, Ondo State, and then the company that's in this, let's say this is PMO Limited, and the owner of this project, this is Something Faith Ministry. So let us say Bread of Life Ministries, something like this. And then with the QS, we can say QS firm, or anybody who is preparing the tender. It doesn't have to be QS. So the tender was prepared today. Now if you wanted to assign a project logo for this, then you can go in and have a logo selected from your local machine. So now I've assigned a logo, and I go to my conditions and preambles. I can start typing whatever I need to type, any written part of the contract of the bid. This is where you write it. Or if you have it written somewhere in a separate document, you can just go copy and paste. So in this case, I'm going to copy paste to save time. And then this bid is compiled. So this could be as many pages as possible. You can organize this as you want. This is just a word processor, right? So you have your document as you need it, and then you can save it. You can preview how your document looks like and all that. So for now, I'm just going to, so if I needed to send this bill in the system to somebody, I use the share bill queue to do that. But for now, let me just go ahead and save. So when you click save, it gives you a preview of the document. You can look at it and you see the bill queue that is linked and all that. And then you click say tender document is saved. So I can go back and preview that document. You can see the title page. You can go through and do whatever. If you need to modify, then you can come back to modify. So now I want to share the BOQ here. So sharing here means that you want to send it to an account that exists in the system. So you can search for an account here, and then you select and you send to them. So after sharing, then you can see here the person you share it with. You see the BOQ recipient is now trial1 at gmail.com. So we have shared this bill with somebody, and then this person will receive an email notification that a bill of quantity has been shared with them, in their account. This means that this person has a RAPISURV account. Now you can also send to people who don't have RAPISURV account, but they will not be able to receive a bill of quantity in the application, but they can receive these documents that you are sending to them, including the BOQ that is appended to that document. So now for this tender, I want to upload additional documents here. So you go in here. So I do an upload of that, and you can see those additional documents have been added to this. So when I did the compiling, the system created main document. Now I've uploaded a specification document and test of equipment sheet. So you can upload as many documents as are relevant to your contract here. And then the compiling process is complete. So I go into the sharing module, and then I can see all those 3 documents here. So now who do I want to share this with? So the people you share this with, they don't need to have a RAPISURV account. This could just be anybody that you want to submit tender. So you select the documents that you want to share. In this case, I'm sharing the 3, and I'm going to select share. I want to send by email, so I'm going to choose an email here. So say I'm sending to iskitllc@gmail.com. Do I want this person to submit their bid, financial bid inside the RAPISURV? I will check this. If not, I will ignore. And if I want to make it mandatory that they must submit inside RAPISURV, then I will check this. So this is mandating it. If I want it to be optional, they can submit it, or they can just append it as a document and send back to me. So this is an option. If they don't have a RAPISURV account, they will not be able to submit in-app. Otherwise, they can only use the document submission to get it back. But for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to check this, and I'm doing the share. So document has been shared. So if I go in now to reload that page, and then you can see here, these zeros have changed to ones. So you can see, I can see who have received this document here, right? So it's been shared with this person. I can go in and share with another bidder. So let's say I'm sending to this bidder this time, and then that bidder also received. This page will be updated, and then you can see that another answer document. So now I go to the board, and as a board member, I can look at this page. If I need to assign another members, I can assign from here. But in this case, I'm managing this as a single person. So there's no document received by the board at this time. All we have in the statistics is that we have sent out 2 invitations, which we just did to those 2 emails. So now we're going to wait for the bidders to do their own part and submit the bid. So now the bidder have received an email with a subject like this, like tenders notification, and then they will have this kind of information. But the key thing here is they are saying the validity, so you have to submit your tender within this time range, and then you have this special access code, which only you as the receiver for this email has. So this is a secret code for you to submit your bid. So I will show you how this works in the next minute. So now I'm going to switch to the role of the bidder. As the bidder, you go to rapisurv.com, which is the public website, and then you scroll to the footer, and you see here tender portal. So you click on the tender portal, then it takes you to rapisurv.com/portal, and here you enter your email address, and you'll be able to enter the access code and submit. So in this case, I'm going to do that. So let me use one of those emails. So this is one of the emails that I shared with, and this is the access code that the person received. Now with that, I'm able to enter it into the system. What is the name of my company? So let me say my company is Africa Spec Limited, and then the tender that I'm bidding for is this, and I start bidding. So this is where I submit my document as a bidder. So I can now go in and upload documents. So now I've uploaded these 3 documents. I've selected them. They are showing here. I've not done the upload, so but it's showing here everything I've uploaded that I'm trying to upload is available here. And because I'm using this bid, you need to have a valid bid number that you have submitted inside the system if you are using this function. Otherwise, you use this field and just say you have uploaded your documents, financial bid along with this document, and you certify. But for now, I'm using this process. So I do the upload here, and then I can submit, I can certify and submit my bid. Now, when I did that, I'm seeing this, trying to get my name that I'm the one, authorizing this. So I can say the name here is Jose. Right, so I choose my signature, and you can see that name has replaced this, and I sign the document. Now I get this bid confirmation certificate, and this is, I get a message that files have been added here. So if I go back into my email, I will see that confirmation certificate have been sent to me. Then that means my bid have been submitted. So as a bidder, I've completed my task. So we're going to go back to the bid owner now to complete the award process, or the analysis and award process. So now I'm back on the view of the project owner, and we can see the 3 documents that were submitted by this person named Tosin Abeye, and this email, and then you can see which company submitted it. So if you have multiple company, you can select by company here to do your filter, because this list could be long depending on document. But one thing is, when you select any company, any of the documents by any company, all documents by that company will be selected, as you see in this case. Then to read a file, so everything is showing as on red now. So to read a file, I could you click on this, and then it opens for you. So opening that takes you to the document management system. So we have integrated DMS in this system. I will not be doing the demo of the DMS in this session, but you can see all your files here. But now you see this has changed, and then it has reduced the count of unread to 2. So unread now became 2. It was 3. So if I go ahead to read another one, let's note the statistics. So here we invited 2 people, right? And then we are seeing one submission, only one submission from Africa Spec, and then we see 3 documents in the system, and 2 of them are not yet read. There is none accepted, none rejected. There is one in review. So this one that is read, if I do a refresh of this page, because I've read it, it's automatically set to in review. That is why we have one as in review there. So if I go ahead to read another one, see, so it's become in review, and unread is only one here. So that is, the user can now begin to analyze and review each document. Any of the assigned members of the board can do that. And then to actually comment on any of the document, I can select any bidder from here and add notes and say, okay, for maybe I'm the one that does the initial review. I say document seems to be in order, recommending that the board award to this company. All right, so I've added a comment. This is my opinion. Another person can come, and then their comment will be added, and on and on and on. So that's how the tender board will manage this document. And when they are good to go, somebody can go ahead and say this is accepted. Right, so they can accept everything that came from the company, and then the system will let everything set that way, and then this bid process is complete. Now for additional things, maybe someone wanted to look at the documents, you can go into view folder, and then in the folder you see it opens the document management system, and you can see the email of the bidder. So for every bidder that submitted, you will see a subfolder for them under the tender for this project, and then you go in there, you can see all their documents that they submitted, including the certificate that was generated. So this is how you have access to the document. And now that the tender process is over, you can go back to your applications page. If you need to go back to that tender, you will come in here and do open tender, and you can be back here and look at everything that you have done, or somebody else can do that and do any work there. One more thing is, if you need to change the expiration of the tender, you want to change the expiry date, then you do that by going there and then changing the date and time and saving, and then you have a new date that can allow people to continue to submit. Bye. Thank you very much.